Hi and welcome to the Previews. This is episode 6 and yes, I am your host Ben Kavanagh. This week I just look a little bit more presentable. Unfortunately, to start the show I must report that Hollywood lost two fantastic creators this week. Comedic actor Fred Willard, who died at the age of 86, and director Lynn Shelton, who died at the young age of 54. You may recognise Willard from Anchorman, Modern Family, or one of his 313 acting appearances over the years. I'd like to share with you now a story that I found on Twitter about Fred Willard. In the light-hearted humour Willard was famous for, I offered this clip of the man himself to his friends and family.
We have a replacement organist for the day. Let us bow our heads. 2, 3, 4. My condolences.
In some more uplifting news, if you're a fan of the X-Men, then you'll be happy to know that Disney and Fox are finally releasing The New Mutants on August the 28th. It's based on a comic book of the same name about a group of young mutants who are held in a secret facility against their will. The film had an original release date of April 2018. However, due to the acquisition of 20th Century Fox by Disney, a lot of Fox titles were pushed back to later dates. Originally planned to be a trilogy, director Josh Boone has now stated that this is no longer likely to happen as Disney now own the characters from the New Mutants. Hopefully by the 28th of August, most of the cinemas will be reopened and we can finally see the New Mutants, which finished filming in 2018. This week we got the trailer for a new limited series based on the book The Good Lord Bird. The story is about Onion, a fictional enslaved boy who joins John Brown, an abolitionist, who leads his soldiers to the 1859 raid on the Army Depot in West Virginia.
Onion, you've been reading the Bible? Not too much, Captain, but I've been thinking of the golly way. We can work with that. You stand for the Lord will stand for you.
Brown's raid was planned to ignite a slave revolution. Although it ultimately failed, it did lead to the beginnings of the American Civil War. Personally, I always find historical dramatisations incredibly intriguing, especially when they're about foreign history, as it was very rare to learn about another country's history whilst I was at school. I've decided that I'm going to start doing a theme for the films and TV series that I watch each week. This week's theme was that of the mystery genre. As such, I watched Paul Feig's mystery/comedy/thriller, A Simple Favour. Paul Feig famously directed films such as Bridesmaids and 15 episodes of The American Office, which means that comedy bleeds throughout the film. Though sometimes it can feel a little bit out of place, these moments are few and far between, with most of the comedic moments that have been injected into this film being classic Feig and will have you bursting out loud with laughter. But comedy isn't the only genre that this film falls under, as this film is as big a mystery as they come. There may be a little bit of a spoiler ahead for A Simple Favour and Rian Johnson's Knives Out. If you've seen Knives Out, then you'll find that A Simple Favour follows a slightly similar format, in the sense that at the beginning of the film, you believe that you've been given all of the information about the ending. But that would make for a truly terrible film if that was the case. And luckily, in both Knives Out and A Simple Favour, we're shown one thing whilst being led to believe another.
She's like a beautiful ghost.
Did you just take my picture?
Erase it. I guess I'm probably not the kind of person you're normally friends with.
Oh, you do not want to be friends with me. Trust me.
A Simple Favour will have you confused, but definitely intrigued throughout, with a bunch of laughs along the way. Following on from the mystery theme, I started watching Amazon Prime's Homecoming. Starring Julia Roberts in her first TV lead role, her character Heidi works at a veteran transitional facility called Homecoming, which has been designed to help ex-veterans readjust to civilian life. However, right off the bat, you're aware that something is slightly off about this facility and the people that work there, including Heidi. Initially, you're led to believe that something's eerie by the way that the show is shot. Slow panning zooms that crop from a medium to a close-up, which are accompanied by familiar film scores, which incidentally are samples of film and TV soundtracks from the likes of The French Connection, The Fog, and other films and TV shows. With this combination of soundtrack and shot choices, it has you on edge each episode. Not to mention there's also a change in aspect ratio to a square when we jump forward in time, which my girlfriend Bex pointed out makes you feel like they're hiding something out of frame. Robert's performance is a tour de force, and when she's paired with Stephen James, who plays Walter Cruz, you can't help but be drawn further into the story and question everyone's motives.
You're worried?
Aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Season 2 was recently just released, so you'll have plenty of Homecoming to catch up on during this lockdown. Now it's time for Snack of the Week. And this week's Snack of the Week is a strawberry yogurt. Last week's trivia question was, what was the name of the monkey that played Marcel in the TV series Friends? And the answer was Katie. So well done to Will Mason who got that right. This week's trivia question is, in John Wick 2, what percentage of the fight scenes did Keanu Reeves perform himself? The person with the closest percentage will win. This week is Mental Health Awareness Week. So if you're struggling with your mental health or know someone else who is, please find some resources in the description below. Next week's TV and film theme is going to be a little bit different. In this case, I'm going to ask you guys what films and TV series you want me to watch. So comment below with any films or TV shows that you think I should watch and I'll review them in next week's episode. Remember, like and subscribe. Fantastic! Bloody fantastic, wasn't it? Eh?